Whoa, hello, hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Geek Studios Podcast. There you go. I was like, for a minute, I was like, did you leave me? Where'd you go?
I, I don't know what happened. I did, I guess it wanted to be a surprise
It
entrance.
might be a
Dun, dun,
surprise intro.
dun.
There you go. For those that are watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, you'll be able to see that my hair is super long now. I gotta cut it. Haven't had a chance to.
You get to cut it.
Yeah,
We think you get to cut it.
and it's like I saw Jose a few days ago, right? And Jose, like I saw him at the park. He's like, "Damn, bro, hair's getting pretty long." I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll hit you up, dude. Don't worry, I'll for sure."
So if you're listening, Jose, he
if,
did not hit.
if you're listening, I will hit you up eventually.
Eventually.
The company, the Discover's company picnic is happening next week, so I probably have to. Just
Oh,
because, like,
you wanna look sexy for all of your employees, huh?
for all the engineers, I could be like, "Hey, did you get my Jira stories done or what?" And then they're gonna tell me, "No, your Jira stories suck." But I'm getting better creating Jira
Because you
stories.
don't know how to write acceptance criteria.
I wrote an amazing Jira story for you. That one was one of my best work,
That was
and
your best.
I did not use ChatGPT for it. So for everything else, I use ChatGPT. Like, give me acceptance criteria for this and this story, and sometimes it's good idea, sometimes it's bad. So yeah. But anyways, we're back. We're back again. We have a whole lot of topics to talk about today. Uh, before we do, um, real quick, 1 or 2 minutes. What is something you're watching, playing, reading that you would like to share? You would like to recommend to all of our hundreds and thousands of listeners that listen to us on a weekly basis,
On a weekly basis. All right, so right now, what am I
quote unquote.
doing? So I've been digging back into the past, right? One of the things that I'm currently doing is I am replaying through the Spider-Man Miles Morales. Um, Getting some really good fun there. Really enjoying this the second playthrough, as well as there is a new show that I have been actually before I get to that new show, I'm also rewatching Hunter x Hunter for whatever reason. I'm not even sure. I feel like it was a
Hey,
sequence of
it, it,
events,
it
and
happens.
it was like these new interns at work. They was talking about Hunter, like they started talking about it, and he was like, "When does it get good?" I'm like, "It's when." Like, well, being honest, it really gets good at the fighting arena arc,
Mhm.
which is Fight Heaven or that arc. It starts to really get good because you really start learning about Nin and the real
Then
aspects,
yeah.
and you get to see a lot more than Greed Island, and then Karapika's whole fight with the spiders at the
Hmm.
that like that's when it starts really getting good. Now, notable mentions and stuff like that for when Gongo sees Killua and the first Hunter exam. Of course, there's some good parts in there, but again, it just got me rewatching it, and I'm already back at like episode 48 already, and I just
Hmm.
started rewatching it. But again, good stuff. And then let's jump to the newer things. I have to say, I am really obsessed with Zom 100.
Bro, Psalm 100. I said it last time.
You did?
It is going to win best animation, and I, I will say it's going to win. I was gonna say it has a chance, but I will say it's going to win anime of the year, in my
You
opinion.
said it. You've been saying it, and I have to say it is definitely
It
interesting,
has
and
potential.
it has the potential. I am very shocked, and I want to say this co-signs with your potential. The fact that they're already doing a live action on Netflix. If you don't know, if nobody knows, they're doing a live action Zom 100 on Netflix,
And they're on
which
episode. They're
drops
on
this month.
episode 4.
Yeah. The anime is on
As of
episode 4.
now, they're on episode 4. As of now, which is the 3rd of August. They're on episode 4. So, but it's phenomenal, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And
Oh yeah.
for like you already know what I'm watching because I like we talked about it. I started watching Black Clover. I'm like in episode 70 something. What's it called? It, there's there's things I like, there's things I don't like about it. For example, I absolutely hate when it's the first recap of like the oh, this is what happened in the last episode. I don't care for it. So I just skip through that. But it just kills like what, like 4 or 5 minutes of the show every episode. So that kind of sucks. You were gonna say something
Yeah,
before
I
you
just
forget?
realized. So I have to. Yeah, before I forget, I gotta redact what I just said. So the live action is a movie. It's a
Oh,
2 hour movie on Netflix, and I don't know how deep it goes into the story, but it's supposed to match. From what I can tell, it's matching it episode by episode. Like I've seen the first 4 episodes it's got planned, and the movie might go ahead and just play the whole first season. I don't know
wow.
if they're going to take some liberties to it or what happened, but I am going to sit down and watch that. And it's already out as of right now today. It is out on Netflix. Zom 100. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Oh, so it's out already now, right now on Netflix. All
Right
right.
now, it is available to watch right now.
So as you hear this, listen to the whole episode, then go watch Sam, the movie, and
Yes.
then let us know what do you think of the movie because that's definitely going to be an upcoming topic for the next episode. We're definitely going to have to break that down. Versus the anime versus the original content. Because I think Sam was it a manga or was it a webtoon?
I feel like it was a manga.
I want to say manga, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't want to go. It's original content. Let's just go with it. It's original art form versus the anime versus the movie. And hopefully, this will be a great movie. Like maybe you'll get interested. Maybe you'll get more invested into One Piece, the Netflix movie. Maybe. Hey, if
I
this is
mean, the
good,
series.
the series. Sorry,
Yeah. I had
if
to look
this
like
is
what?
good,
But yeah.
it might it might spark that. But all right. But now moving on to the next topic. But so yes, once again, Zom movie. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. Let us know what you think. I had a quick question for you.
I'm listening.
As a
Shoot.
Python user, do you prefer Python 3 or the OG?
Python 3.
Python 3?
Yes.
So you're working on full Python 3 now.
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
So all the stuff you're sending me is in Python 3.
Correct.
And I'm over here still trying to use the original Python. That's why all the scripts kept breaking for me.
It's a high possibility. Yes.
Got it. Okay. All right. That's fair. That's very understandable because I think I just have Python idle, the regular one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I need to upgrade to Python 3.
You don't. Yes, for sure.
Because yeah, like I was talking to Mike about it. So Mike is learning Python. He finally saw the light. Finally saw the light of like, hey, am I wasting my time using this? And I'm not trying to talk shit, but what was he doing? Like C# or some shit? And we kept telling him like, just stick to Python, and he was very hard headed. Now he's finally
Yeah.
convinced that, hey, you know what? Yes, let me start looking into Python. So we might have 3 people on the team that know Python. So we you could definitely expect a whole lot of projects coming out from Python, and apparently in Python 3, not the one I've been using, right? But
No.
so is there a lot of differences between Python 3 and for example the previous versions?
So I would say it's not a huge amount of differences. The main difference is there's a couple of functions that get deprecated from 2 to 3. And usability becomes easier as things become more intuitive with Python. For people who are not coders, Python is a very flexible language where you can build it in a object oriented way, which means essentially you can be very organized, you can build classes, and it's programmatically where you can handle objects or you can use it for application script. Well, you can use it for scripting, which is do execute this, and that's like it's standalone. Just do this one file, or you can do a lot of compilation of files. Um, Python is great in that particular way, which means it's very user friendly. So when you want
Mhm.
to, for example, print something to the console, its function is just print, and you tell it what to
Yeah.
print, and it is very simple. Whereas other things you might have to do like console log out and a few other extra steps. So Python 3 becomes more intuitive versus 2, as well as deprecations of some functions.
Okay. No, well, that's interesting. Okay. So yeah, once again, I'm definitely gonna have to barely start dealing with Python 3. Now, the reason why I haven't is I've been away from Python for many years now. Ever since I started going more into the data analyst, and my engineer role has changed dramatically. I don't really code. I read code, but the code is in XML or fucking JavaScript. So for those that know, I don't like JavaScript, but I'll work with it if I have to. But yeah, so like that was my question, because I was like, you know what, Ernest is a user of Python. Like you've been working on a lot of different projects with Python, so I was like, you know what, you may
Uh,
be the person to go to.
I mean, I would hope so.
All right, moving on to the next one, Deathbag. So the Misadventures of Deathbag 5, the Kickstarter, it's out. You could go right now. Currently, it achieved its first goal, because it already crossed the 2,000 something dollars that it was kind of initiated for the first stretch goal. So that's cool, right? And for those that don't know, we are huge fans of Deathbag. Julio does an
Huge.
amazing work with Deathbag, and like the stories are comical, whimsy, entertaining, and fun. So like they're just amazing. So if you're a fan of Deathbag, or if you're like, you know what, I will try it, you definitely should jump on this Kickstarter. I don't feel like you need to start from the first issue to understand it, because every single story, it's its own kind of story. And like, so it's like, like every issue is like, like not a standalone, but it could almost be a standalone issue, where you don't have to jump all the way back to the first issue. So highly recommend it. Definitely go check it out while you're there. Check out all the other books that Gorilla Publishing is putting out there. Uh, huge fans, and great friends of ours.
Absolutely.
All right, now wait, before I jump, any last comment on Deathbag?
You
Because I
said the
know I know
best.
you're
It's one of my favorites, but I let you. You did your thing.
I
You did it
tried to.
justice. So I will not overstep or step on what you've already said.
Okay, cool. Next one, DuckDuckGo. You introduced me to this OS, or not? Oh, sorry, OS. It's internet browser, right?
Yes.
So you introduced me to this internet browser like I want to say a few weeks ago. So I did start using it on my phone. Um, I started using it on my personal laptop. And I wanted to get your thoughts, because I know you've used it more than I have. So what are
Yes.
your thoughts on DuckDuckGo?
So I as like yourself, I've been using it for my desktop as well as my mobile. DuckDuckGo has an incredible privacy and security configurations.
Okay.
It really does it does an amazing job of making sure that your data that you are inputting, or the data that you're using while using a browser is kept secret, or is kept personal or local, and it's easily removed. Um, it's again, it's amazing at doing those things. Whereas Google will constantly harbor your data, sell your data, and doing all this. DuckDuckGo is going to block other sites from keeping your data. It's going to make sure that it's using the bare minimum caches. I'm sorry, cookies for access. So it's not doing anything excessive. It's making sure you're very secure no matter where you go. It is what incognito browsing
Should
is
be.
should be. It's a way better version of an incognito browser, and the fire mode, because what happens is you can at a push of a button
Hmm.
you can destroy all of the data that is within that browser, no problem. It does not keep it. The DOE does not keep it. It is local to your computer. This does amazing to those aspects. However, the cons that I have so far have been dealing with outside default configurations. For
Yeah.
example, when using DuckDuckGo, I cannot use my webcam. I can only use the default camera that is built into the computer with the browser. I don't know if there's a specific configuration of what's happening there, but the webcam is being blocked by DuckDuckGo, and I cannot use it. Another thing that would be lovely if they updated their autofill. One of the things I do appreciate about Google is the fact that the data that they do keep and they collect is they use it to help you fill out forms. As a person who's been filling out resumes and doing a lot of things, it was very easy, or it's a lot better if, hey, can you remember this for me so I can don't have to keep typing this in. I get just at a click of a button, you can like, yeah, I got you. I'll fill this form out for you. That would be great.
Ernest, like even ChatGPT remembers.
Even fucking Chat GPT
GPT
3
three,
remembers
3.5, 3.5
3.5.
now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think they're like Chat GPT 5 by now, but no 4
I think
something.
I want to say they're on 4, but they're upgrading soon because it
Yeah,
used to be 3, now it's 3.5. So I'm assuming the paid version has to go up. Can't stay at 4,
right.
right? It can't stay at 4, and us free ones get 3.5, right? So, but yeah, so like you said, I do like certain aspects of DuckDuckGo. I remember when you showed it to me, you went to a website, you're like, look, it'll show you what it's blocking, and it'll tell you like what was trying to access where you
Your
were going.
information.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
information. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Now, as a person who shares my mobile with my employer, like I have my employee stuff, so I have my company version and I have my personal version of my phone, right? So obviously a lot of people are a little nervous of, what, can my employer see what I'm going on and
yeah.
everything. So I was like, what, this is a good way to make sure that nobody can see what I'm doing. Not that I'm doing anything wrong, but it's just sometimes, like, who
You
knows,
sound a little shady.
sometimes it's late at night, or
I
or
just,
or you just have some crazy ass questions, right? Where you don't want your employees to know, like, the crazy questions you have sometimes, middle of the night. You're like, what, huh? Like I can't think of anything crazy to think of right now, but
well, I can
I
tie this
just
into modern day or real time events. If Carly had DuckDuckGo, they wouldn't have knew what she searched before she left.
well,
She
that,
would have
that
been able to destroy her data, and nobody would have knew that she was out here searching how to fake some shit.
right, right, yep, and that's the thing. And one of my, I would say, pet peeves is, so I enabled it as my primary internet browser, and when I want to open up links from emails or from things like that, sometimes they won't open, right? Or, and like I was trying to open up like tickets because I went to a concert on Sunday, and I was having a lot of issues going with DuckDuckGo, so I had to go over to Google so I could download the everything. So like it has its goods, it has its amazing privacy like keys, right? But at the same time, it's not perfect. But then again, what
That's
internet browser
interesting.
is perfect?
I haven't had any issues with opening up links from email or anything like that.
Really? I
Really?
had a few. Like I
Like
had a
downloads and PDF files, everything has been opening up fine for me.
yeah no because I was trying to use Live Nation for the tickets, and for some reason I just could not use DuckDuckGo for Live Nation, so I had to flip over and use it
Maybe
on
it
Google.
was the. I would try and see. I'm gonna try it on my mobile and see. I haven't really had any PDFs or things to open up on my mobile.
Mm,
But for sure, when I'm using a desktop, I've never had any issues going from link to link, um, especially through email.
okay, but yeah, again, I do like it for a lot of things. Um, it's not perfect, but it is the incognito we all wanted. So do with that information what you will. We're not telling you what
Do
to
what
look
you will.
for. That we're just giving you the information of stuff we found out, and we're sharing it. Plus, it DuckDuckGo, from my understanding, it's kind of been a popular thing with engineers and stuff. So, but now on to the next topic. We call this "Take Me by Storm," right? So
Okay.
apparently, Sue Storm has been. There's a rumor that it's been casted already for the Fantastic Four movie, and her name is Vanessa Kirby. Now, Vanessa Kirby has been in uh, Mission Impossible 6, the latest Mission Impossible, the one that came out this year. She was in Fast and the Furious, the Hobbs and Shaw. I think she was the sister. Um, she was in other movies such as Pieces of a Woman, The World to Come, and The Sun. Now she is a Academy Award nominee for Best Actress. So like that means she could at least she can act, right?
For
Now,
sure.
right, so she could definitely act.
Her
Now,
acting chops have been. She's been through the ringer. She's got quite a bit
yes,
under her belt.
correct. So like right now it's like I've been looking at different articles where they're saying that it's almost confirmed that she will be the cast for Sue Storm. Now there's other people that are kind of saying that they believe that Sue Storm might be the protagonist of the Fantastic Four movie, which if she is, I'm not mad at that. I mean, who wouldn't want a protagonist for like I would have loved if in the original one if it would have been what was her name? Um
I know who you're talking about, but I cannot.
ah
In the original,
Jessica Alba.
yes.
Jessica Alba. If she would have been the protagonist, bro, I would have been all for that. I would have been like, yes, as much Jessica Alba as you can, please. And like I was like, but
It still amazes me how she made it. Like Jessica Alba just hit at the right time. She was in every movie for
for
years
a good
through the
yeah,
'90s. I feel
yeah,
like, yeah, she did her thing. She capitalized when she could and got out the game when she needed to.
yeah, I agree. I agree. And but yeah, so how do you feel about Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm?
I'm
Are you
intrigued.
pro it? Against it?
I'm for it.
You're
And the
for it?
reason
Okay.
is being because again, she's already her acting chops are proven. She's done and been in a lot of great movies and a part of a lot of great projects. Um, I feel like she is going to be able to really capture Sue Storm well. She's not going to play a ditzy.
Right.
No, I don't know no better Sue Storm, because while Sue Storm powers are simple in nature, I feel like her character in the comics has always been a very important and impactful character
I
that
agree.
people don't really talk about much. They always talk about Reed Richards and all of these things that, like, yes, the man had a brilliant mind and did this, but do you not know the woman that stands next to the man with the most one of the most brilliant minds? Like, yeah, he been absent-minded a lot of their relationship, but and she, which leaves her to carry the team and do all of these amazing things I am excited to see what she's gonna do with this character. Now, when my fear is, although she's a great actress, I don't know the director how they if they're going to be able to write her character. The
Correct.
director and the writers, are they going to be able to give her the right material to do what she needs to do?
Correct, because like in the last movie, we had Miles Teller, we had Michael B. Jordan, we had Jamie Bell, we had Kate Mara, who were they're all amazing actors, but the movie was just bad, right? Like, so you can have the talent, but if you don't have the support, the good writers, the good director, you can't expect much from it.
Yeah.
Now, the rumor was that Jack Quaid was going to be Reed Richards, so he denied those rumors. For those that don't know who Jack Quaid, he is the protagonist in The Boys.
Duh. So
Yeah, yeah. So
no, so
imagine
you said
him.
Homelander.
No. Jack Quaid. He's what's his name? Uh, the actual
Oh,
protagonist.
I know who you're talking about. Jack Quaid and what is his name in The Boys? Homie Dopey. It's not Louis.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think
I,
it's Louis.
I'm gonna have to look it up because this is gonna kill me if I
Huey.
don't.
Huey
Huey,
Campbell.
yeah, Huey
That's
Campbell.
what
Yeah.
it is. Huey Campbell in The Boys. Um, Jack
Imagine
Quaid.
him as
No, I don't see in everything
Oh,
that I've
sorry.
seen
No,
him play
he
in.
was supposed to play the Human Torch, not Mr. Fantastic.
Okay,
The
I would
Human
say that's a
Torch.
complete difference.
Yeah, it's a whole different person. So he denied the rumors. He says that he is not that he's not going to be that person. He's not going to portray that. But it's one of those. Are you Andrew Garfielding us? Because Andrew Garfield was that man was like, no, what are you talking about? No, like it's new to me, and you almost felt bad for even asking the question, like, damn. And then next, he's like, "Ha, I got you guys." Like I was like, "Yeah,
And it was like, but we already knew.
yeah, we knew." But he's like, "But I didn't confirm it, right? I didn't pull a Tom Holland."
Yeah. So I don't think so. Let's talk about this. I feel like Jack has a great career and he has done a lot for comic and superhero movies. Let
Correct.
alone because we can talk about the things he's been in Star Trek. He's been in
Yes,
My Adventures with Superman. He's been again in he was just in Oppenheimer.
he was in Oppenheimer.
He was
Correct.
in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, he was in Scream.
Yes, he was also in Scream. He's been in Batman, The Long Halloween, Batman, uh, The Long Halloween Part One. He's in Solos, which is a TV miniseries. He's also been in Solar Opposites. Like he's done quite a bit of everything. He was actually even in Rampage.
He was in Rampage. He was in the Hunger Games. I
Yes.
don't.
And again, he's been in quite a bit of superhero movies, and he's been in the genre. He's done some serious movies. He's done a little bit of everything. I wouldn't say a little bit of everything, but he's been in a lot of comedic roles and
Correct.
superhero movies. I don't feel that he will have whether he's for sure doesn't have the chops for Reed Richards, which I feel like we already know who should be playing Reed Richards. And I'll say that in a second. But definitely for Johnny Storm, he's not Playboy enough.
Mm.
He doesn't have he doesn't have that machismo. Like he has to have the comedic aspect, but still have that bachelor-esque I'm out here doing me and enjoying life. Because that's in a nutshell who Johnny Storm was.
Yeah,
He's
he was.
always he everybody talks about, which is always funny. I feel like it's a superhero trope that most males are the philanthropy, the playboy of their comic or their worlds that just sleep and do whatever they will with whoever they will. Um, but yeah, you need a person that can bring in that aspect. Like even if it's not showed in the movies, you need to have that vibe, that arrogance, that again machismo about you.
Yeah, because I mean, previous to that, it was so we had Chris Evans,
Yeah,
and we also had Michael B. Jordan. They're the ones that played Johnny in the past.
and let's just be honest, Mike, Mike. If I can call him Mike, he's a great actor, but he did not execute
I
Johnny
think
Storm well.
I I think I kind of can't blame him because
No, I can't.
all the actors I was so hyped for the movie and I was just so let down. But again, it comes with the writing, it comes with the directing, so I can't really blame the actors. The actors are phenomenal actors. They've proven it over and over again, right? So I can't say anything. Like for example, Teller, like amazing Whiplash. He's done a lot of amazing movies. Like he was pretty bad as Reed Richards. Um, Michael B. Jordan, amazing in a bunch of movies, right? Like if you want to go with action movies, he was in the Tom Clancy movie. He was in the Black Panther. So like he could
He's
do it.
done what he yes he
In Creed, all these movies, but I think it was just the writing that killed that movie. So hopefully this movie they learn from it and they don't take the lazy route, which I feel like they probably won't, especially because now Marvel is going to be more involved into these movies and they're going to be, you know what, this is how we can't have you fuck it up because you're going to
they've
incorporate
been
this into
fucking
the
it up for a
MCU.
long
Yeah,
time.
you fucked it up a few times, like nah, like let us take over a little bit. Let's give you a little guidance. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah, but so what we all know, especially if you've been to the movies or you've been seeing any of the Marvel mashups and the multiverse movies and um, Wanda Maximoff and her series and her movies, we all know that John Krasinski,
oh hell yeah, Jim, Jim Halpert
Jim,
all day,
yes, I knew
all
he was gonna go there.
day, all day,
I
all
feel
day.
like he has the chops to be. He is
Absolutely,
our Reed Richards. He
absolutely.
for sure needs to be. I know they're gonna try to play it like, oh, that was a different
Yeah,
multiverse world.
they are, but
He, I love the fact that they chose him as Reed and seeing him in the suit. Yeah,
and the best part was it was a fan cast, right? And it was something that the fans kept wanting, and they gave it to us. They gave us the suit, and I was like, okay, that was amazing. I want more. So I kind of was hoping that that's how this was gonna go, and I was assuming that his wife was gonna play Sue Storm, which I wouldn't be mad at. His wife's a pretty good actress, uh, but I guess they're gonna go with a younger cast, which whatever. But I just hope it's a good movie, and I hope they do the casting well, the directing well, because we need a good Fantastic Four movie.
I agree. And
Uh
he's been doing well.
oh hell, yeah, absolutely. Have you seen the Jack Ryan series? Oh,
Yes, that's what I
amazing,
was looking. Tom Clancy,
amazing.
Jack Ryan series, like he definitely crushed that the first two seasons. A Quiet Place, one
Quiet
and
Place,
two.
yes, and
He
he directed it as well.
he did amazing with those. We can't. He did, of course, the Office. He did 13 Hours. He's
13
been a part
hours.
of BoJackman, Robot Chicken. He's did a lot. He's proven his. He's proven everything he needed.
Yep, I agree. And then moving on to somebody else that has proven in different forms of art when it comes to acting, when it comes to rapping, when it comes to singing. Lando Glover. That Donald Glover and his brother are going to write
The
a Lando Star Wars series. Bro, like you have Lando himself, the new Lando, right?
new
Writing his own
Lando.
series. That shit is amazing, dude.
Yeah, and I feel
Like
like he has done so much. Like
oh,
again, he is an amazing
absolutely,
artist. Period. Because whenever he's that type of artist that he might not say nothing for a year, maybe 2-3 years, then he comes out of nowhere with fucking fire. Just
bro.
spit. He like, where did you pull us out from? He just bam, and then he just quietly dip back off. He just
Bro,
recedes, and then he come back again with some more fire. Every company is like clockwork. Like he and what you don't know is he's a part of everything. He's been a part of so
yeah,
much and done so much that you wouldn't even expect. Donald
right.
Glover, yeah, he's doing his thing. I
He,
can't wait for this.
dude. I remember I used to work at Shipping and Receiving, and one of my guys was like, hey, he's like, I know you like hip hop. Have you ever listened to Childish Gambino? And I was like, no, like that's when he was first coming out, right? So it was like the songs were a little cheesy, but they were pretty good. So I started listening. I'm like, okay, it's not bad. He's like, yeah, he's the guy from Community, and I've heard about Community. Was never really watched it. So I started watching it, bro. I fell in love with Troy and Community. I was like, bro, I'm
Yes.
like, he is the shit. I was like, yeah, bro. Him and Abed, like their relationship, I was like, bro, that is amazing, right? And then like he dropped Atlanta, right? Atlanta is an amazing show, bro. Like
Yes, it is.
amazing show. And then he's obviously he has a huge rap career. Um, what's it called? And his rap career has really taken off. And I really wanted to go see him, but like it's to the point where he's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done making music. I'm gonna focus on acting and directing. Maybe in a few years I'll go back to music. Who knows, right? But and he was when he was Lando, I was like, okay, let's see how he's gonna play Lando. I'm already a big Don Glover fan, and he played Lando very well. I would say that I like Lando more than Solo in that movie. So I was like, you know what? Yes. And now that he's gonna direct the movie, and I have the huge assumption that he's gonna be Lando. It's not like he's gonna direct and have somebody else be Lando. So bro, I'm all for it.
I
All
am
for
for
it.
it as well. Anything that he puts his name on, I am willing to sit through, to view, to see, to do.
See, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I'm all for Troy, dude. Like, I'm Mexican, not Arabic or Indian. But see, like, cause I was gonna say I'm like me and you are like the Troy and Abed, but I'm brown, so it still kind of counts. That's why I was like, cause in the show he was Arabic, but in real life he is Hindi. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So once again, can't wait for it. Super excited. Moving on to it's Turtle Time. TMNT Mutant Ninja sorry, TMNT Mutant
Mutant
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Now, like the movie came out yes yesterday. So
Yes.
the premiered yesterday. It's out today as well. As of now, the movie has done, let's see, $10.2 million. So it's off to a good start. Now I have not seen the movie, but I did see one of our good friends review the movie, and
Yes, I've seen that same
yeah,
review. And I must
and
agree that so while I have yet to view this movie as well, I have heard all positive reviews. I have
correct,
not heard any negative reviews about this movie, which is only making me like I was hesitant just based on the trailers. I'm
right?
like, they rebooting. I love the turtles. I love
Oh,
them to death. Always right here in my heart. I love them to death. I'm
always.
like, but another reboot of the turtles? Like what can we do different? What's now? And honestly, like I wasn't excited, but then seeing it, like seeing these reviews and listening to the story that is being told, I'm here for it.
Oh,
I'm like, okay, I'm finna get right in
absolutely,
line
bro.
and I'm finna go see this movie.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, one of our good friends from the podcast, Ben Miller. So I'll read what he posted, and this is what got me excited. Like you said, I've been hearing a lot of amazing things. I've been hearing it's off to a great start. That they're already thinking about should they continue to make a sequel, which that's a different story. Where like should all movies deserve a sequel? Because I feel like a lot of movies are amazing just as a
On their own,
standalone.
stand
Yeah.
alone. Do
Uh,
not like. I just like when the movies try to specifically set up for a return. Again, treat it like an episode. Some episodes can be wrapped up in a single. It's sort of, they can be wrapped up in a single episode. I know I just
correct.
said that, guys, but some storylines can be wrapped up in a single episode. You don't need to continue going through this and going through this. Like we don't need more of the same. If you're gonna do two should be a completely different story. It should be a different
Right.
arc. It's hey, you've had this arc. We completed this arc in the movie one. Now we're moving to arc two, and or even have them filler. Let's have a filler arc. Like do some real crazy things before you tie back into it. Like
Uh, Learn from Into the Spider Verse.
yes, it
That's a
is
good formula.
what they are doing. They are doing it well.
That is a very good formula. But this is what Ben wrote. Ben wrote, uh, the new Turtles movie is everything it should be. It's fun and full of nostalgia, but also a great jumping off point for new fans. Which that's again that is the most important thing. Now I heard this from, I think me and you talked about it. Fred Prince Jr. When it came to Star Wars, he
Yes,
said Star Wars movies are made for kids, not for the reoccurring fans, right? Because you also want to cater to the new demographic. A lot of us diehard fans cannot see
stomach.
that, right? We can't
Yeah,
stop because we're like, this is my movie. It has to be about me. So when it comes to movies like this, for example, Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I understand they have to capture nostalgia for us older fans, and at the same time get new fans, get all those new kids to fall in love with them, just like how we did. So I'm not mad at that, right? And quite the contrary, that makes me even more excited to go see it because I know there'll be something for, like let's say if I take my little brother, which I probably won't because he won't sit down, he won't sit still. But let's say if I were to take him, he's gonna fall in love with it, and I'm gonna still be in love with it because it's gonna cater to both of us.
exactly.
What what else can I ask for? What else can I ask for? Nothing except some pizza.
Some good
Some
pizza.
pizza while I watch it, but pizza that does not make me fat. That I don't have to do extra work to burn it off.
So it sounds like you want to do one of those new fancy color.
Cauliflower pizzas?
Yeah.
I have not had one, but I heard about them, and I am interested, but at the same time, I question their existence.
And there exists is for exactly what you just said. A good tasting pizza that's not gonna make you fat and have to work for. Work it off.
I mean, until I try it, because as of now, I have not tried it. I don't know what it's gonna taste like, so I'm like a little hesitant, but I'll try it. I'll try it and I'll see how it tastes. Uh, but now moving on to
Next
the
topic.
next topic, maximum effort channel. So Ryan Reynolds, the man who could do anything and everything, what can he do? He took a soccer team or a football team. Um, he took a team and he like a team that was like like in like the bottom divisions, um, bought it, helped them out. All this brought publicity to them. Did a show about them. got them to go up to the next level, and they're saying we're not done. We're gonna make it all the way to the premiere, and they're also facing friendly games with real premier teams like Manchester United. They did a small tour facing other teams, so it's whole lot of stuff that they're doing for this team, right? And there's like professional players that are like, you know what, I'm gonna retire, but if Ryan Reynolds asks me, hey, join my team, well, which is Wrexham,
Yes.
if you tell me join Wrexham, I will go join it, and you know what, you don't even have to pay me. I just want to go play for that guy. Like, all right, so he's done that. He had Mint Mobile,
Mint Mobile was a
bro.
hit.
Mint Mobile's in that. His ads were fucking amazing, right? Like, I'm like, what can he not do, right?
I'm actually so I am literally in the moments right now weighing my options for switching to Mint Mobile. Like
Wow.
it's been like Mint Mobile has the service that are providing and the things they are doing. Mint Mobile is definitely phenomenal, and it just keeps getting better.
Like, what else has he done? He's obviously done Deadpool. He has one of the most amazing, um, what's it called, back and forth with Blake Lively all over social media.
Yeah.
Their jabs at each other, amazing. His 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 constant jabs to Hugh Jackman are phenomenal. I'm here for them every single time, right? So, aviation gin, I've never been a gin person, but because he's behind the brand, I've thought about it. I haven't bought it. I've thought about it. It's the only gin that I would consider trying. Uh, but now it's like, all right, what does he do now? Well, who thought what he's gonna do is make his own channel, maximum effort, right? And who thought, hey, you know what would be cool if I bring back Alf to to my new channel? I'm like, Alf, really? Yes.
Yes.
Not just the old episodes. We're gonna make new ones too, like of Alf. Yes. I don't like. Is he human? Like, what? Does this man sleep?
I don't know.
Because how do you have time to do all these projects? Right? I just don't get it. I mean, I'm excited for the channel. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely gonna like.
Ecstatic.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. Let me see. So I know it's in partnerships with Football TV. Uh,
Yes.
but what's it called? Let's see. So obviously they have a bedtime stories with Ryan, which is phenomenal. Like, who wouldn't want to hear bedtime stories being told by Ryan Reynolds? But you have uh shows or movies like absolutely fabulous, Alf, the Carol Burnett show, Extras, 15, Kids in the Hall, bro, Mad TV. I was
Yes.
like,
A lot of
oh
great classics.
shit, Mad TV, the UK version, the UK, The Office, Sports Nights, and Two Guys and a Girl and a Pizza Place. Like, bro, these are really good classics, and at the same time, he's going to start bringing some of his own movies into this channel, and he's going to start expanding on the channel as well, right? And I don't know if it's because it's Ryan Reynolds, but I just have this belief that this channel is going to be huge, right? Not like, oh my god, it's the next best thing, but it's definitely going to take off.
I 100% agree with that.
Did you ever watch Alf when you were little?
I feel like yes, it's been quite some time, and I will have to go and relive those memories to catch back up on it.
Like, I remember bits and pieces. I remember watching it, but I remember thinking it was a little strange because, again, I caught few episodes here and there. Not was never really into watching the whole show, mainly because we mainly watch Spanish shows in my household.
Yeah.
So like I remember I would watch it and I just thought it was weird because it was a alien trying to eat a cat. That's what I remember, right? And I
Yeah.
was like, that's okay, that's strange, but I was always into space. I was always into aliens, so that kind of always got my attention. Now I get to actually watch it from the beginning and actually sit down and enjoy it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else he adds. I'm excited for the bedtime stories. I mean,
It's gonna be interesting. I mean, again, Ryan Reynolds is another person I watch closely, and I feel like the things that he is doing and what he's going, like, he is amazing and honest and genuine in his effort and everything he put forth. Look at how he named his this company that he just created, which is a production company from Dead. Like, he just
from
used
Deadpool, yeah.
Maxima Everett from Deadpool. Are you serious?
I mean, the man is Deadpool, right? Like
The man, he
you
was
cannot tell me
born
somebody
and
else,
bred to be Deadpool.
right? You cannot tell me, hey, Ryan Reynolds is a horrible Deadpool, because if you say that, you just don't know anything, right? Because he
Nothing.
was born to be that role, or was Deadpool created to be played by Ryan Reynolds? I don't know which one goes first. He's like the chicken and the egg, right? But
Yeah.
phenomenal, amazing, and I just love that he's capitalizing on every opportunity that he can. So super excited for it. Uh, last topic for today is the Barbenheimer. Now, have you watched Barbie yet?
I have not watched Barbie.
Don't feel bad. I haven't seen it either. Like, hey, we might go this weekend to go watch Barbie. I know that sounds weird, but it is a pretty good story. Uh, from what I hear. Uh, and what's it called? It's interesting, right? Especially because it is a huge success, and I know Mattel's interested now in um, either making a sequel or making more movies for some of their other toy line, which is going to be interesting because like the first thing I thought of, like, holy shit, we're gonna have a Need for Speed but Hot Wheels what's it
Yeah.
called movie, right? That's the first thing I thought of. So I was like, that's gonna be interesting as shit. But no, yeah. So Barbie has been killing it in the box office. I'm talking about like killing it. Uh, let me get the numbers for how much it's made. Uh, and by the way, I love the coin Barbenheimer, and I love the fact that people were actually wearing shirts when I went to go watch Oppenheimer. They were literally walking around with Barbieheimer shirts, and I was like, oh crap, that's pretty cool. So as of now, worldwide, it's at $823 million.
That is crazy.
So it's close to the $1 billion. It's just shy, but I mean, it's incredible, bro. Like what this movie did, and I knew it was gonna be big, but I did not think it was gonna be to this extent. But then again, I should have never counted out all the people that were definitely gonna watch this. I thought it was gonna be like Transformers. Transformers was a huge success, but I don't think Transformers was to this extent,
It was not.
right? And it's crazy. And then, did you see Oppenheimer?
No, I haven't seen. I haven't seen either of the movies.
So I saw Oppenheimer, um, and I gotta say the movie is amazing. It is fantastic. It is very artistic. Um, I mean, what could you say? That's exactly what we were expecting, right, from Oppenheimer. And
Yeah.
even at that, Oppenheimer, um, it is it worldwide. It already crossed $400 million. So like it's doing its thing. Obviously, it's not gonna. It's about half.
So,
It's half of what Barbie has done.
what is Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer is the scientist behind the atomic bombs.
I thought so.
So
Yeah.
that's his name, right? Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Yeah. So because I was wondering the same thing, and for some reason in my head, I always thought that Albert Einstein was more involved in the bombs than what he actually was involved. Turns out he was not involved almost at all. Like he was quite the contrary. He was telling the president, "Don't throw these bombs," right? But they didn't listen to him and whatever. But the story is good. Obviously, so when it comes to historic pieces, um, they don't really tell the whole tale, right? Because a lot of people were having those pet peeves, like, "Hey, it's not telling the whole story," and we all know it's not going to. We all know that they're going to um, take what is it like take inspiration off of base.
Yeah.
So that's why it's called based off of real life events, but they may spruce it up. They may add things. They may remove things. They may create characters. They may like not include certain characters. So obviously that's gonna happen. Like we all know that, right? Um, it's not a historical piece. It's more of a entertainment piece. But the movie is fantastic. It's great. It is long. I will say that. But what actually it didn't I did not feel like it was too long. Not until I stood up and like my ass was numb and like my legs, my back. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
my body felt it. Like I didn't feel it, but my body felt it, right? But yeah, it's a great movie. I definitely recommend for people to watch it. I have not watched Barbie, so I am actually interested in watching Barbie. Um, I think there's nothing wrong with a grown man wearing a pink shirt going to ask for tickets for Barbie.
No,
Like
not at all.
that's like like that's fine. I'm just very I'm an introvert, so I would find it very hard to do. But I like like I would definitely try it. Um, but it's one of those like all right, now it's either TMNT or Barbie. I gotta watch one of the two.
TMNT first.
TMNT with pizza with cauliflower pizza apparently.
We can see about that.
But yeah, but once again, Barbie is just killing in the box office. It is destroying everything else that's out there. Uh, what's it called? And it's phenomenal. It's what it's doing, right? What it's doing is it's great. I did not think it was gonna reach those heights. It definitely proven me wrong. Or and at the same time, it's showing that there is a lot of interest for nostalgic movies, right? Based off of toys or action figures. So after Barbie, I could expect more and more movies based off of toys. Like I'm still I'm still expecting to one day see a Bratz movie. I know there's some lawsuit involved with Barbie and stuff. So like I don't know the whole gist of it. I just know that they got called out for ripping them off because I think the people that made Bratz used to work for Barbie or some shit like that. I know there's some weird shit, but I'm expecting a Bratz movie soon. I'm expecting a Hot Wheels movie, a He-Man movie. What else? GI Joe. Well, they already had GI Joe movies.
Yeah.
We don't need more GI Joe movies.
We do not at all.
No. But yeah.
I feel like
See, and yeah.
nah, go ahead.
I was just running through the topics, see if we had anything else. But we know we do. We actually cleared
Covered
them all
everything.
within the hour. First time we did something like that, and it worked.
Absolutely. And it kept us on track. We didn't get too sidetracked. I like it. I love it. New
Right
format, working out, coming soon. Ooh.
there, you go. There you go. We also want to tell we would like to wish Dopey a happy birthday. His birthday is what tomorrow?
His birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, so it'll be the 4th. So happy birthday, Dopey. I would try to put this out today or tomorrow, so on your birthday. So if you listen to us today on the 3rd, happy birthday tomorrow. If you listen to this on the 4th, happy birthday today. There you go. Best as I could do it. And
That's
it's great. It is crazy that all of you guys are from August. Like Dope is from August. You're from August. Mike's from August. I was like, God damn, bro.
I mean, as you can see, Leos are the best. You surround yourself with Leos because most of us are outstanding, phenomenal people who are great leaders. And those of us who are not great leaders are amazing workers.
Damn.
We are phenomenal. We are each phenomenal.
I think
in
that
our
says
own
for
way.
everything. I think every time you can say that you're a great leader or a great worker.
Not every everybody can't. You can't be a great. Some people don't know how to follow. You know, it takes a lot to be a great leader, and I feel like a lot of Leos embody those spirits and values because it's natural to us. And then, you know, now is when we segue into somebody talking about the star signs and their microwave being in Venus.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't understand none of that stuff either.
None of it.
I just know that when people ask me like, "Oh, what was your birth moon?" I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Like, yeah, like, you know, like your birth thing, and I was like, I don't know, like, what time were you born? I don't know. Sometime in the morning, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I was just born. I don't remember. But yeah, we want to tell everybody, make sure you join us. We will be starting Twitch streams more often. We might even do YouTube streams. Who knows? We are trying to raise money for Lurie Children's Hospital, Chicago. All links for that could be found on our website. Make sure you, once again, in our website, all the links for every single thing, as well as you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Again, all the links are at geekstudios.com. Go to geekstudios.com. Every link is there. If Ernest one day decides, hey, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans, it'll be there. You know, like if Tank's like, hey, you know, I want to do this, the link will be there too as well. Everything, one stop shop. One stop shop. We're trying to keep it easy, trying to keep it simple.
Hey,
we like one time we got told, hey, keep it simple, stupid. We just kept that going.
It's a motto for life because, you know, in a lot of ideas you talk and, you know, you overcomplicate things and you don't realize it. And you gotta, you know what, let's dial it back a little bit. We don't have to go so hard. We can execute with this level right here. And it's still it's the same thing, you know. Keeping it simple and executing flawlessly on those simple things will take you a long way. It has to be flawless execution. Don't be fucking up simple things.
Hey, look at Tim Duncan. Fundamentals.
He
Tim
took
Duncan
him far.
And the Spurs
Took him far.
There you go. They got the. I think they won a few titles. No flashy, just fundamentals. There you go. They kept it simple. Boom. But yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. Make sure you follow us everywhere, geekstudios.com. Once again, let us know also what you want to hear from us. Do you want to hear more about comics? You want to hear more about video games? You want to hear Ernest talk more about Python, or do you want him to try new language? Whatever you want, we're here to serve. We're here to help. We're here to do. So yeah, so I want to say thank you so much, and we will see you guys on the next episode.
Until next time, peace, love, and happiness.